Hey, my friends, I'm Jason McClain, founder of McClain Cellars, a winery in Southern California. And I'm with my dear friend, Vito La Fata, who's also a winery mastermind himself. Vito, welcome. Let's have some fun. You ready?
Absolutely. Let's talk to these new wine business owners.
I love it. So you and I have been chit-chatting for a while, trying to figure out a way that we can look at people who are starting their idea of getting in the wine business, people who say, I really have been here for a little bit of a time, but I don't know what I'm doing. And those who have said, listen, I just want to make some great wine, but I'm not sure where to begin. And we sat down, you and I, we said, you know what? Let's put a plan together and put a program together and help them open that door.
Yeah, the program that you and I wish we had had when we got started in the industry. I talk to people time and time again every week about I'm in the early stages of planning a wine brand. I've just got some wine in bottle, but I have no idea where to go. As a business owner, there's a lot of things out there that'll help you know how to put wine in a bottle. There's almost nothing out there that will coach you on how to be a wine business owner.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I look at restaurants, I look at hotels, I look at organizations and businesses who are just launching out, that solo entrepreneur who says, you know what, me and my girlfriends have been thinking about this for a long time, but we've never got ourselves off the ground and we need some help. So we are excited to produce and introduce to you guys an amazing event. It's not just a summit. It's not just a conclave, not just a Vanguard, not just a launch event. It is literally the Bootcamp extraordinaire, in person, live, right here in Southern California. And Vito and I are going to walk you through everything you need to know on how to launch your wine brand with success, with integrity, and with all the details you need, step by step, item by item, and subject by subject. Vito, let's go over what we're going to teach them.
Absolutely, because the first 2 days are going to be focused around what are the practical, the tactical, the actual everyday things that you need to know how to do as a wine business owner. We're going to cover everything, topics from starting out with like the profit center of like, how am I designing my wine? What am I getting in bottle? What are my cost of goods? What am I planning around labeling, design, so that I can then be like, here's what this wine cost me to produce. Now, how do I begin to price properly so I can actually build my wine program?
You know what? Launching out your program as well, I think it's very important. We're going to teach them everything about the events. So think about an event. You're literally just getting started today and you're saying, hey, how do I get people to know my brand and to buy into my brand? So we're going to walk you through the event program. Your wine club, we're going to have you launch a wine club, get those things in gear. What about the operational tactics? How do you make sure you've got the right inventory, the right pricing points, and your profitability plan? How do you make sure that you've got all the revenue you could possibly bring in so you can actually reinvest it back in your business and, of course, support your family? This is not just a feel-good program. This is a program designed to teach you the essence of every detail, from marketing to operations to finance to picking the right grapes to label creation and designs to launching the event out so you can go into profitability almost right away, to continuing that program so you can actually build your own ancillary organization or programs. If you're a restaurant, maybe you're a hotel, maybe you're an entrepreneur, whatever it might be, we want to make sure you have all those specific details, step by step, item by item, and we're going to make sure that you're going to packed into an amazing workbook.
Now, check this out. We're also going to make sure, because everyone comes to me, what do I do? How do I pour? What's the actual experience like when I'm doing a tasting, when I'm trying to close the club? We're going to actually walk you through how do you run the tasting in and of itself, almost like hands-on. This is how you pour. Here's how you do this. Here's how you save the wine, because one of the biggest things I learned, man, if you don't know how to argon bottles and do things like that, you're also like, I'm burning through inventory. We're going to make sure you have all the tools and the tactics and the mindset on how to share your story and your message so that your potential club member can understand the culture and the community of which you're building, and that will be the strength of the retention of your wine club.
Yeah, that's huge. I tell you, if someone taught that to me when I started at McClain Cellars, or taught it to you when you started at La Fata Cellars, we would be a lot further down the road. But listen, my friends, this is going to be something even more than that one. Not just the practicals and the details that we walk into. We want to make sure you leave this event having not only what you need to do practically, but what your mind is going to do as you engage that process. Listen, we don't want an event with 500 people. There are 30 seats. That's it. 30 seats available with good glasses of wine. It's interactive. That's right. We're going to be one-on-one with you, and we're going to do this over a 4-day event. So the first 2 days are going to teach you the practicals and all the aspects you'll need to start and develop and create your own wine brand. And the next 2 days, we're going to go deep into making sure that mission, the moments within the world you live in, and the path that you've carved out for yourself has the right opportunity, the right program so that you are successful. My wine brand means a lot to me, and it's based upon the core of who I am. And I want to make sure those core items are also monetizable. Vito, you're no different whatsoever. Everything behind La Fata Cellars is intentional and directional.
That's right. But what I think is going to be important for you guys to understand as well is those second 2 days, our focus is in training you to be the entrepreneur, the leader, the visionary, because you might end up building team. You're going to have to deal with adversity and challenge and growth all at the same time. If you haven't been trained on how to do that in and of itself, you'll just run into the own limits of your own potential. We're going to open up, pop the ceiling. The way we pop corks in a bottle, we're going to pop the ceiling of your potential so that you are equipped as an owner, a leader, a visionary, an entrepreneur. Then there'll be no stopping your brand.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it, my friends. So listen, 30 seats. So as you come in this one, you may ask yourself the question, listen, these guys are winemakers, these guys are vintners, they've been doing this for a long time, that's all great, and you're gonna teach us all these wonderful things. Well, you know what? A lot of it also goes into principles right here and a book we produced here. It's called Pivot to Profit. Now you are an individual who's saying to yourself, I want to go in the wine game. I want to get in the wine business, and I'm pivoting from what I'm doing right now or the way I'm doing it into the wine world. This event, this program, and the foundations we built here inside Pivot to Profit literally give it to you so that you can actually make sure money is going to come in the door, because getting in the wine business is great and wonderful, and we can live and breathe in passion. But if we're not meeting the bottom line, we should go back to bed and watch Oprah, because it's not going to give us anything we're going to have.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Our focus in serving you was to be like, listen, let's take the years, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and freaking years of struggles and trial and adversity and trial and error and all those things, and be like, what if we could hand that to people, hand it to you, to say in 4 days, you're going to condense down the investments that we made into one weekend, one quick burst of experience that will equip you and build your confidence and a brand that you're proud of. What would that be worth to you right now?
Yeah. Listen, my friends, it's your day, it's your dollar, it's your time. If you had a mentor, an individual, a group of individuals, a team to give you the step-by-step instructions and guide you through them item by item with an actual syllabus. That's right, an actual workbook where you can take all these principles, all these elements, practically, mentally, in every aspect that you need to be successful. What would life look like? Would your brand be stronger? Would your ideas be more molded? Would you be able to execute in a way that literally is second to none? I think the answer is most likely a resounding yes. So if that's you, we encourage you right now. There's only 30 spots. We are not opening this up to the world. We are only going to work with a few choice people who will spend the next 4 days with us. And so right here below this video, you've got a chance to engage, a chance to step up and to make sure you've got what you need to find nothing but true success.
Absolutely. So make sure you get that now, because those spots are going to go quick. And we've kind of really believe that being in the room is the secret to your growth. But we also do understand, sometimes we got kids. I got a 4 and a 7-year-old. We totally get sometimes travel's difficult, that we also have our streaming version out there for you to make sure, no matter what, no excuse, no hindrance gets in the way of you gaining this knowledge so that you can go out and build the brand that you're dreaming of.
So, I'm Jason McClain, my dear friend.
Vito La Fata.
We've got this covered, my friend. We've got a door open for you, and now is the time to act. 30 spots, when they're filled up, and it's over. It's right around the corner, literally right around the corner. So don't delay, pick your spot, come spend some time with us, enjoy us right here, or of course online, but more importantly, get the tools you need to find nothing but success.